All right, guys. So still hitting my consistent 194 pounds. Here I got some bread pudding for a little bit more carbs in me because today's leg day. So on leg day, I try to get as many carbs in as I can, where I'm able to still have calories for after the workout, so I could eat afterwards too. But leg day is one of the days where I try to prioritize my carb intake before my workout as much as possible. And yeah, so I officially raised my calories to 4,000, baby. Exciting. I have about literally like 31 days left of this bulk. Then I'm going on my short 1 month cut in October, and we're going to go from there. I already explained to you what I have planned to come. So, guys, I'm going to get right into this back day. This back day was actually from 2 days ago, and yesterday I did arms. I wasn't able to record the workout, so I'm just going to go over the back day. And guys, I always say for me, back is honestly, back is probably the most peaceful is the wrong word to use because none of the training is peaceful because I try to make the intensity very high, but it is the most. What I can say is that it is the most least stress on my body, and it is the fastest out of every day of the split that I have. And once again, what I did was a full back day, but lat focus. So I did 9 sets of lats and the rest mid back. What I started with was, you guys could probably guess, my favorite lat workout, lat biased rows, okay? Lat biased rows, I call them that because that's where I try to target my lats in these rows. And I say it all the time, but that is when you pull the bar towards your belly button, okay? And keep your arms relatively low, keep your shoulders down so you don't really use your upper back if it's getting too hard. Just about done with this. Done. So I started at a weight actually where I got 12 reps for the first set. Then I said, all right, I'm going to raise the weight a little bit because realistically I'm bulking too. So I want to raise the weight in a lot of my movements, at least for one set in every movement, go a little bit heavy just because I'm bulking, and in a bulk, I'm supposed to be stronger. People are supposed to be stronger. So that's why I try to go a little bit heavy in certain workouts. So in the second set, I actually raised the weight pretty heavy and I was only able to get 6. And then I did a drop set. And then for the third set, I kept the weight the same as the one before. And I was only able to get 5 reps. But then I did a double drop set. I did a drop set to 20% lighter, got another 5 reps, and then another drop set to about 20% lighter again, and I got another 5 reps. So guys, during all of these drop sets, I don't put a break in between. I just go right away. I have somebody switch it for me, and then I just go right away. So really, it's no break at all, and the volume is still all together. So for that set, I got 15 reps because I did 5, 5, and 5. Then after that, I decided to lower the weight and go for more reps. But then I also did a drop set for a nice squeeze, a nice finisher. And that would make 4 sets so far for lats. Then where I went to was lat pull down. Usually I always start on lat pull downs for back day, especially for lats. And I go the heaviest I can on lat pull downs. But this back day, I did it opposite. When I went to lat pull downs for the second workout, I went at a light weight, a light squeeze, where I was getting above 10 reps for everything. And then I even decided to lower the weight a little bit more. And then I was getting about 10 to 12 reps for the third set. And guys, I was really trying to focus on the eccentric, going really slow, get a good pull down, go up slow, just trying to focus on the form, really fatigue the muscles. And what I did was I ended up staying at the lat pull downs for 3 sets. So far, 7 sets in of lats. And my lats were honestly probably 85, 90% pumped right there. So if I had to call it for lats right there, that still would have been a good workout, but I didn't. I did more lats at the end of the workout. I'm going to get into it. But after that, I actually went to chest supported T-bar rows, With these T-bar rows, I actually went pretty heavy. I went 3 plates. That's like the heaviest I've gone on T-bar rows, really. And I was only able to get 6 reps for the first set, and then I just drop setted it right away to 2 plates, banged out another 5. But at that point, I was like, all right, my back is very fatigued, so I'm going to lower it. And I ended up finishing the set with 2 plates and a 25. But what I do is I put a plate first, then a 25, and then another plate. So basically like a 25 in between the 2 45 plates. So I can have my spotter take off the 1 plate, and I just finish with a drop set. And that is exactly how I finish it for the last 2 sets. So I ended up staying at these T-bar rows for 3 sets. And so if you look at the clips, you can see how there's 2 handles. I'm pretty sure you guys can see. The one handle is at the top, and the other handle is about like, I would say like 5 inches lower and kind of at a slant. And I noticed that when I hold the top and I do the row like that, I really target my traps and my rear delt area. And that was what I was going for. That's what I wanted to target that day. Even though my traps and rear delts are developed, but I haven't directly worked traps and rear delts isolated in a little while, so I just really wanted to hit those especially. So after the 3 sets there, I just finished my rear delts off with reverse pec deck, okay? And I have said this before, but to really feel the rear delts on a pec deck, how I feel it is I keep my arms as straight as possible, pretend like you're reaching out the whole way, and just go back as far as you can, and that's when it's your full range of motion, when you just cannot go back anymore. And just keep your arms straight as possible. Imagine reaching out, okay? Literally reaching out the entire time, just trying to reach out, reach out, reach out. And that is how you especially feel your rear delts getting worked. Because a lot of the time before I used to do it was I would keep my arms at a slight bend, kind of like this, and I would get a lot of trap work. And that's not bad per se, because I never really directly worked my traps a lot, and my traps are pretty big. They're pretty noticeable with my body, and I like the size of them. That has to be from like those rear delts that I was doing the different way, though. I'm saying with my arms at that slight bend like this, I could feel my traps being worked right now by just doing this. So that's definitely how my trap development happened too. And what I did was I stayed there for 3 sets. And then and also keep in mind, I go a very lightweight for these, a nice squeeze where I'm getting like 15 reps for every set. Then once those were done, I called it. So that would be 6 sets for upper back area, traps, rear delt area. I went to finish off with some lat pullovers, and I just ended up staying there for 4 sets, I think, just for a back finisher. I was just trying to take these to absolute failure as much as possible. With this machine, it's it could be tricky to feel it in your back, but how I feel it is I put my legs completely straight so I can get the bar full stretch all the way back until like you cannot stretch back anymore, and then all the way down until you touch like the top of your thigh or like the bottom of your belly, however low you have the seat. And that's the reason why I keep my legs straight, so I can go even lower, because say if I had my legs like straight up like this, my legs would block me with the full range of motion. So I stayed there for 4 sets just for an absolute back finisher. And then I wanted to show you guys my back pump. Now, my recorder of this back pump did not do a great job. And you're watching this video, you know who I'm talking to. But you can still see pretty good pump. The lighting wasn't great. It was my fault too. I should have just set up my tripod. But yeah, guys, if I had to rate this 2-month bulk so far just in an overall picture from progress period, and staying relatively lean like I wanted to do with my abs showing and everything, I will say this bulk so far, it has a whole nother month left, but I still want to give it a rating. I will give it a 90 overall. Just a lot of progression. I'm noticing absolute progress in every aspect, in muscle growth, in weight gain on the scale, in strength increase on all of my lifts, and yeah, that is the whole purpose of a bulk, and absolutely beautiful. Realistically, before I do compete, I plan on doing like 3 or 4 more bulk and cuts, and we're just gonna have to take it from there. So guys, the next video you will see is full leg day, and I will see you in the next video.